നമസ്കാരം. നമസ്കാരം. I must thank the student for introducing me to Ashraf, and because of that I am here. The co-panelist, I am sure, is going to enlighten all of us. I am not aware of what other religion speaks about. I have heard a lot of stories from childhood on the elephant. I am sure everybody would have started listening to stories of the elephant, right? From childhood. Same way, very specific to Hindu religion. Whichever temple you enter, one deity is very common. Who is that? Ganesha. We understand elephant is Ganesha, nothing more or nothing less. Right? Instead of saying Namaskar, any prayer which starts where we have to glorify a person, that is with Mahe, the Mahat Vyakti, Tat Purushaya, among all the people in this world, who is the greatest of the greatest man, Namaskara to him. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe. Then the rest sloka will tell that Purusha is equivalent to elephant. We believe God is, actually Bharatiya Shastram is not supposed to use the word God. For a common understanding we use the word God. Otherwise God has no place in Hindu. I don't use the word Hindu also. Bharatiya Sanskara. Sanatana Dharma. In Sanatana Dharma there is no God. There is only Murti. There is only Ishvara. Ishvara Sankalpa. So if you look at the Sankalpa of Ishvara, the Supreme Personality, how do we describe a Supreme Personality? With all the difficulties, He is able to do wonders. Not that you have everything around and then you do wonder. If you have all the difficulties and still you are doing wonder, is called that the greatest personality. So that is why if you look at Ganesha, Vakratundaya Dhimahi. Again, Vakratunda. It is not straight, it's all bends and cuts. So Ganesha is called the person with only one part of the tusk is cut. And who is the reason for that? The reason, he was staying in Kailash, and the reason for his cut was somebody from Kerala. The Parashurama went to see his master, and during that time two people were on guard where Parvati was taking bath. It's a beautiful scene where Parashurama goes. Parashurama was such a great warrior. He was just mentioning, Ajay was just mentioning on that Parashurama, what he has done. And during that time, as he goes, two sons for Shiva Parvati. Who are they? Subramanya, who is the god of astrology. He is called the astrology's king or the god. I am using the word god with intention that people will understand. So he says, I will go. I will take a small break, and then he goes, leave Ganesha alone. And that is where Parashurama goes and picks up him and then turns his axe to show that you give me the way, otherwise I am going to make my way. Whatever I can do for you, I will do that. What Ganesha does, Ganesha picks Parashurama and start rotating. So when he was put down, with that, he got chakra, lost his conscious, the axe goes from him by mistake, and that's how Ganesha became the half trunk. How when he got down, head, Bhuda Ganadi Sevidam. That's another name for Ganesha. Not only that he is the greatest of human being, among all the Bhuda Ganas, Bhuda Gana is all the people who supports Shiva in Kailash. And that Kailash, where Shiva is the supreme, Ishvara, when Ganesha lost his head, he takes the head of elephant. There are a lot of stories behind it. If you have to say, it takes longer time. And then give the best head available and then give the name Bhuda Gana Adhipan. That's how he became the Bhuda Gana. What is his privilege? Every obstacle can be stopped. So who is a great person? Not when there are no obstacles. If I can drive through clean road where there is no rush, I am not a great driver. But if I can drive in places like Kochi where there is heavy rush, where there are a lot of obstacles and still I can drive, I am called the best driver. So Vigna is not there, is not the question. Vigna has to be there in life. Everybody has Vigna. So how do you surpass Vigna? That is the symbolic representation of elephant. I have been to Kailash, Shiva's place. We cannot reach on top, we can take a circumambulation. So when you go to the north of Kailash, I was just seeing all the pictures to see whether there is a Kailash picture. If you go to the north side of Kailash and then look at, the whole Kailash looks like a big elephant. Number one. If possible, go and Google and then find out Kailash from north. Below that is south. The India is below that. And if while going, you will see lot of small rocks. Most of them looks like a sleeping elephant, standing elephant, with a lot of the real sculpture has made the mountain. That's how you feel. So this itself shows the relationship with the Murti and elephant. If you look at Bhagavatam, now we came to Shiva, now go to the Trinity, the other God. The whole Vishnu had two different stories. One, when he has to do the Samudra Mathanam, taking the nectar from the ocean. What comes out? One is an elephant. And who captures that elephant? Indra. Therefore, the vehicle of Indra is the king of all the gods. Gaja Indra. That's a very famous. Probably all the artists in this world, if you look at one animal whose many pictures in different styles, in mythology, if you look at it, maximum would have been portrayed on one story called Gaja Dharma Kochi. You will see most of the temples where the mural paintings are there. One of the most favorite picture which they love to give is Gaja Dharma Kochi, because that story is that famous. You can see most of the Kathakalis also, Gaja Dharma Kochi is part of it. Artists love this story. That's one part. And same Vishnu's another incarnation, if you look at Krishna, you will see Krishna killing an elephant One is considering him as great, and the another one is killing an elephant. That is because Krishna's uncle was one of the greatest kings of those days, and he went to his uncle's palace. Elephants were decorated to kill him, and that elephant who was standing at the corridor, the entry, was trying to kill Krishna. But what Krishna did was, Krishna killed that elephant. So you can see, elephant is having both roles to play. Even when you look at a big paradox in elephant even today. In the forest, if elephants are coming to disturb a village, generally what do? They show fire and then make sound, right? Therefore, elephant will go away into the forest. Now, have you seen elephant standing in the Puram festival with a lot of fire? You know, the fireball with full of oil, which looks like the same thing what is used for driving away the elephant, is kept beside all the elephants with full sound. So elephant has got two basic characters. One, if you love it, it will be together. If you don't love it, it will also hate you. You know, the whole concept of Bharatiya Ishvara Sankalpa, the Sanatana Dharma, every god has got two postures. One is giving Ashirvada, giving blessings, and the another one is all the weapons. It's not that Hindu gods are not violent, they are silent, they are also violent. So this shows the basic character. Only one elephant who can have both of these, and that is very close to the Ishvara Sankalpa in Bharatiya Shastra. Agradas Chaduro Veda Prishtaja Shasaram Danu. Keep all the nice blessings and stories and all that in the end, in the front, but use Sharam in the behind. You can also start attacking when really has to attack. So elephant is such a one, so pious, so good. You can see elephants are even used for massaging. The elephant leg massage is there in Thailand. I don't know whether you have seen this. They massage, the elephant massages. That's one of the most beautiful, most enchanting tourist program. So elephant can be so soft and you can go very close to that, but there is a wild elephant when you cannot even go close to that, right? So both end you can see. This is what probably would have been the reason where elephant has become part of all the temples, I said Ganesha. And without starting the prayer for Ganesha, no programs, no decorations. It doesn't happen in any of the activities around any temple. So, lot of such the king of all the gods, Indra, to every temple what we see around, you can see the story of elephant. Ashraf and me were discussing one of the most beautiful way of representing elephant. In 15th chapter there is a beautiful description of the people tree. People tree is considered as one of the greatest trees in Bharatiya Sankalpa. And God has given, when you look at anybody who goes below the elephant and then look at it, looks like a big bunch of tree with a lot of trunks or roots coming down. And people tree in Sanatana Dharma has got a great representation, because Sanatana Dharma, as Ashraf was telling, can be considered in different ways. One of the way in which my Vedic Guru describes Sanatana Dharma is Ishtapurtam. Ishtate labate surgam purte moksham avapniyat. And in Purta Karma it says, Vabi kupa tadakani devadana jananija anna pradana buddhyannam purta vidya vidiyade. You have to feed all the animals. Such trees have to be planted. Which are the trees? in which the first name comes with the people tree. And the end name Panchapranali. There are a lot of slokas, so I am skipping all that. So in which Panchapranali? You look at elephant, it looks like a big people tree. And what elephants love is coconut. I am coming from Kannur, in a small village. We were the landlords, and one of the prestige of any landlord in India is having an elephant at home. So I remember my mother was telling in her childhood she had a young, cute elephant. That was given to the temple. It became a temple property. After long years, one day the elephant was passing by somewhere. It came back to my house. The person who was taming the elephant was not able to drive the elephant away. The elephant was forcing the person to bring him to my house, and I remember only after taking a little coconut and banana, elephant, after blessing only the elephant would go. So the memory of the elephant is supposed to be one of the greatest blessings which each one of us should have, the gratitude. And there is a lot of lessons which the humanity has to learn from elephant. Therefore, what a religion speaks is how to unite people. Religion means that. I am sure elephant always looks with a cluster of groups. Not many elephants will start. You can see when elephant gets into problems, it supports. Our religious concept itself shows that we have to have the combined effort, being together, supporting each other, taking care of them. All these are part of the basic analogy we can see from the human being and elephant. Mahabharata war describes about the number of Maharathas, and each Ratha is counted on based on the number of elephants. Even who is going to be the winner? The greatest economist from India, the Kaudilya in Arthashastra, who was supposed to be a person who created a Chakravarti from a boy who was picked up from a street by training him to become the greatest man. He says, you don't have to fight a war. We can predict who is going to win by counting the number of elephants they have. Last month, almost the same time, the World Philosophy Day conference, I was there in West Bengal University, and the topic was the war heritage of India, in which I have quoted a lot of roles which are played by elephants in the war. I can go on and on, but I am sure we have to come back after discussion, or maybe if there are some questions, we could clarify that. So I will leave the half-ended points which I wanted to make to you to trigger you to think in this line. Probably will come back when there is a real requirement for discussions. Thank you.
Has got something to add, because elephant is one of the most common symbolic representation of great things what has happened. If you take the oldest literature in the world, Ramayana, Sri Rama had a great elephant. Rigveda talks about the story of elephant. The whole Mahabharata happened in a great place called what was the kingdom of the Pandavas and Kauravas. The name itself is Hasti. Hasti means elephant, right? Only sometimes I see contrast contradictions, I don't know. Contradictions are because there is a beautiful book written or published by Gaja which talks about contradictions in Mahabharata. I was searching for some contradictions. Like during the war, the Guru's son's death was announced by Dharma to stop the Guru waging war against Pandavas. And the statue was the Guru's son, Ashwatthama. So if generally when I conduct this on mythology, I ask, who is Ashwatthama or what is Ashwatthama? Ashwam itself is force, right? And people keep saying that it is force. But Ashwatthama is a great character, not because Ashwatthama is the son of the Guru, but Ashwatthama is known as the fake elephant, which is destroyed, and Dharmaputra makes an announcement that Ashwatthama Mata Naguja. So the question is, why when a statue is made, it is not a horse? So Ashwatthama name itself represents horse. They should have made a horse statue, but what is accepted was elephant. Easiest was elephant. To draw pictures, easiest was elephant. I'm sure young children will start learning. So one of the easiest method is to get any animal kingdom story. I remember when I was young, I used to read Kunjuni Master's small poems. If you look at Kunjuni Master's poetry book, all books or most of them contain elephant as the picture. Because young children, any publication what they like, the picture has to be elephant. And there is a beautiful small tulips which says Ana avada ninnu varunu, each evidu povunu, Ana avade poyi, each idile poyi. That's how the song goes. I don't know exactly. So this is how it goes. The greatest yoga, not the physical or yamaniyasana pranayama, dharana, dhyana, samadhi yoga. In astrology, the yoga is called the Gajothsav yoga. So one of the best time in anybody's life is also given under the name of Gaja. And if somebody has a dream of elephant, it says, you are dreaming to be great. That's what it says. So I am sure everyone in war, in life, in story, in poetry, in dream also elephant comes. Is what I want to tell as a conclusion. Bharatiya Hindu ശാസ്ത്രത്തില് ഫസ്റ്റ് ഭക്ഷണം കൊടുക്കുന്ന പരിപാടിക്ക് അന്നം കൊടുക്കുന്ന പരിപാടിയാണ് അന്നപ്രാശനം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. The first feeding ceremony is called Annaprashan. During that time, the father keeps the kid on the lap and gives the food. During that time, there is a small chanting which justifies what he says, or it's a corollary for what it says. Sham no dvipade, sham chatushpade, sham no dvipade, sham chatushpade. Every other creature with the two-legged animal, four-legged animal, 5 or 6, how many legs it has, all that animal, let it has sufficient food. On that day, let my son have his food. See the glory, the beauty and the wisdom of the chanting. I am giving food to my son. I don't say that let others suffer and let my son have his food. No, it says, the first feeding ceremony says that all other animals, it's a Rigveda chanting, Sham no dvipade, sham chatushpade, let all other animals have sufficient food than mine. And we have Vasudeva Kutumbakam. It's not for all human beings. It's all for all the 126 crores of animals, birds, all the other living beings, created out of that one human being think that this is my right. No. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, it's all ours. But then immediately we say my people, my land, my. That is where we are contradicting and creating troubles. It is for every other creature in this world. If you understand that, I am sure the world becomes the most beautiful place. Last point. ഒരു ഡിസ്കഷൻ തുടങ്ങിയ സമയത്ത് ടി വിയിൽ കണ്ടൊരു മണ്ണാർക്കുടി ടെമ്പിളിൽ എല്ലാ ആനസ്നേഹികളും അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് ഗൂഗിളിലെങ്കിലും പോയി സെർച്ച് ചെയ്യണം. മണ്ണാർക്കുടി ടെമ്പിളിലെ സെങ്കമല ആന, നല്ല ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ ഗോൾഡൻ ഹെയർ, സ്വിമ്മിംഗ് പൂളും ഷവറും നന്നായിട്ട് മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ശരിക്കും ഈ ആനസ്നേഹികളൊക്കെ ആനയെ വളർത്താൻ പഠിക്കുന്നതെന്ന്